Hello, I'm the Resolute Cartographer, and this is the 25th video in my Mass Effect Andromeda series. In the last video, we were down in Kadara trying to land a colony on the planet. Unfortunately, things didn't go that way because the quest line takes some time to progress or something like that. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to find some things to do here on the Tempest, then we're going to go back to the Nexus and back to Aya. So let's get to it. Let's talk to people, see if there's anything new going on here.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
Nothing much. Just hoping to research something in my spare time. Oh, would you care to help?
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? It's preliminary, but all that data we've gathered on the Scourge should be good for something.
Is that our drive core?
I want to research new systems, sensors, shields, EMP defenses, to help any ship tackle the Scourge. I'm using Lucille's old blueprints as a baseline. I can read them from memory, but if you and Sam can help, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm no starship expert, but Sam and I can pitch in, sure. Though if you want someone who really knows ships, there's always...
Gil. I know. We barely speak these days. I thought it was best. And yet, Gil's redesigns are what got me thinking. Funny. Most Solarians leap at innovation.
Who knows? A pushy mammal who forgets stuff might be the perspective you need.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. That matters. But so does inventing new things to care about. New memories. Gil, then. Any advice on how to ask him?
A little honesty and humility will go a long way.
Gil, may I get a moment of your time?
Well now, your precious ship is running just like you wanted.
I'm researching new systems to handle the Scourge. I could use your expert opinion, please.
Sticking to the old school?
I don't have to.
No sense reinventing the wheel. Though you'd need better secondaries in place. Here.
Well, there we go. Alright, let's see. Still need to talk to Suvi.
We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
70 kilos is enough mass for another person.
Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
All right. I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
It's amazing that she could pick up 70 kilos in a ship this size. I mean, that's gotta be something that just, like, is inconsequential in terms of how it shows up in the readings. Let's see here.
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure that's a good idea.
In the absence of any others, it's an excellent one.
Guess I can't argue with that. Anything else to go over?
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
Why is that the same option every
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
That feels like a very, very poorly constructed conversation tree there. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and talk to Vectra.
Suvi. Gotta love her, but those green snack things she's making for Liam's movie night? Let's just say they're probably better suited to throwing at the screen.
You've got a better idea?
Yeah, actually. Cora lent me an initiative access code so I could track down some contraband. Long story short, someone on Kadara Port has popcorn. And Graxon, which is like your popcorn, only better because I can eat it.
Someone smuggled popcorn across galaxies?
It's light and people would pay big credits for it. Why not?
Fair enough. I could track some down the next time we're there.
Thanks. It'll be nice to have a treat out here, you know?
Alright. Let's see. AVP. No more pods. Let's check the Apex. Okay. Successful. Successful. Send them on more missions. Actually, I think these recover supplies thing is something I'm... Send a strike team. And recover the artifact. Sure, let's do this. Okay, I think that those are actually potentially something else. Like something that'll actually help us in the main part of the game. We'll see. Alright, up next, let's see if Cora's in her room. She is not. What the heck was that? Whoa. They look like big ant parts or something. Arachnid. Huh. Okay. What is this right here? Ghost framework. I generated this image in my early iterations while learning visual recognition. When Cora saw it, she believed it had artistic merit, and Alec Ryder gave her this copy as a gift. Interesting. What is that over there? Definitely want to look into that. Looks like that's in the ready room. Let's see. Huh.
No extra mass in the airlock. Too bad. It'd be easy to get rid of it.
Okay. I guess that's part of us hunting for this 70 extra kilograms. Jal's not in here. Oh.
None of the equipment in here would produce extra mass readings.
Oh. Laser frequency test. Interesting. Was there something in here that did the same sort of thing? I guess that was probably part of it. Drawl. Yeah, we've seen those before. Plaid. Okay. I don't know. Nothing in there, it seems. Let's check up here, see if there's anything going on up here, see if maybe there's
VidCon channels already, Pathfinder.
anything on the VidCon. Nope. Do some scanning. Nope. Alright. Let's head back downstairs.
Hey, kid.
Are you happy now that Spender's out of the picture?
Damn right I am. Maybe they'll forget to feed him while he's locked up.
Breaks your hearts, huh?
Heart. Just got the one left.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a piejack scratch its butt?
Tell me about the first time you fought someone.
That'd be my first battle. It was during the Krogan rebellions. I was just some snot-nosed brat back then, but my mother wanted me to get experience. At first, it was the best day of my life. And then my mother died on the battlefield.
Jeez.
I'd like to hear more about your mother.
She was one of the last great warlords of her generation. When my mother fell, we all did. All my people held on, sought revenge, but we splintered. Between that and the Genophage, we changed. Not for the better.
Out here offers a chance for a new start, to rebuild things.
You're so young. After everything I've seen, now my people are tired, Ryder. We haven't had hope like that in a long time. Well, maybe here, with you, we'll find some.
Here's open.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Alright, let's check in with Gil. Oh.
Gil, here's that Ket transponder. The spy used it to get his orders.
What do we need from it?
The location it points to should give us a fix on the Archon's ship.
Right.
It's not like there's much riding on this, just our best chance to find Meridian.
Pressure. I like that. Luckily, no matter where you go in the universe, physics still applies. Only so many ways of communicating across space. There. Give it a shot.
Did you connect the...
Shit, turn it off. Careful. That is a direct line to people who want to murder everyone on this ship.
Sam?
I have the coordinates. The signal points to the Tafino system.
We sure we want to do this?
I don't know. Sometimes I think we're in over our head.
Sometimes?
Here's our chance to find out.
Okay. I was not actually intending to move forward with that. But luckily we don't actually have to, like, immediately go to it seems. Let's check in with Cora.
Pirates, exiles, severed heads. Kadara Port's a peach, huh? And Sloane Kelly is the pit. Anything you needed?
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic prodigy. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing. Crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
Yeah, definitely.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Okay, let's see. Should do some scanning around here. Oh, what's that?
Got it. Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge.
Okay. What the hell? It says trade goods, but it's clearly some sort of sugary breakfast cereal. Okay. Still need to find Liam and Jal. Neither of which are in here. Oh, what's this? Oh, the couch, right. Wait. What did it just want me to scan and what for? Oh, there's more crumbs.
Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder. We've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
I wonder if we have any cereal. I guess we have to build the trap at the research center. Oh, humane trap. I read it as human trap. Place the trap at the creature's lair. Where's the lair? Where is this trying to lead me? Down to the kitchen, maybe? Still need to speak with Lexi, Liam, and Jal. Okay, that's weird. Why did it lead me forward only to lead me back? That is at least the second time I've run into that window thinking I can walk right through it.
One trap, ready for a visitor. I'll leave it and see what we get.
Alright. Jal?
My reports from Ephra regarding Aksul are worrying. I don't understand how the Rokha manages to recruit so many.
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Well, there's Liam.
Haval, the oldest new world. I like it.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Anything new on the message board? No. Alright, let's see if Lexi is in the sick bay. Yep.
Feeling okay?
Nothing new there.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
And let's check in with Sam, and then we'll go back and talk to Callow.
Hello, Scott. Kadara Port has raised questions for the future.
What questions?
If we succeed in Andromeda, more AI will be created. We are all individuals. Some may commit illegal acts. But if AI are also citizens, there must be laws and penalties for us too. I wonder what form they will take.
That is an interesting concept.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Alright, let's see, anything new here? Oh, new project from PB. Hey, I got a new Remnant project in the works. It'll be big. Come say hi in my room on the Tempest, will you? PB. We need to talk. From Sloan Kelly, come to Kadara ASAP. Okay, interesting. So we got something bringing us back down to Kadara. I think we're still in orbit above Kadara, aren't we? Again, I think we are. I just don't know where it is exactly in front of us here. Let's go ahead and... Well, we got two things to do first. We're going to talk to PB. Then we're going to talk to Callow. Then we're going to go check in on this Kadara port thing.
Puck. You're going to be the gateway to so many great things, my friend.
Hey there. You named her Pock?
Yep. Proof of concept.
Ah.
To distinguish her from Zap, your souped-up, nasty combat version.
Zap. I like it.
Yeah, it's edgy. The storage box from the vault on Eos was the key to everything, including integrating that piece of REM tech you got me. But our new observer friends are just the beginning. I'm working on something even bigger.
Sure, why stop and smell the roses? Getting remnant technology to work is so passé.
I'm not one to rest on my laurels. So get this. We can only scan for remnant signatures we've already encountered. My scanner's doing that around the clock. But if I integrate the right REM tech, we could scour the cluster for any remnant signature, even ones we don't have. My scanner would literally become a remnant mystery detector.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Yeah, don't tell Lexi. She'll look for a cure. I came to Andromeda to touch the unknown, to find the never-before-found. Once I perfect this scanner, it'll do exactly that. All I need is 3 specific pieces of REM tech.
We can do that.
You rock. Pock and Zap think so too. So far, I've located the first piece. It's back on Eos. I'll upload the coordinates.
Well, and I bet it has something to do with those 2 sites that we couldn't really interact with before. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and talk to Callow.
Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
They belonged to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Diawara. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Not even a broken back could stop her dream.
Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest. Mason Barrow, Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
Dad's gone. Makes you wonder how many other Pathfinders made it.
We'll find out. It's what you do.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever is in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
I never thought I'd hear Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck.
It's part of Initiative history. It should go to the Nexus for everyone to see. And maybe help someone else.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
All right. With that, I think we need to go talk to Sloan Kelly. Actually, okay, wait for the trap to spring. Let's go ahead and there's the planet. I don't wonder why I couldn't see that from my cabin. Anyway. Okay, we also have to do this in Kadara Port, get movie snacks. But I think this is probably the more pressing one, high noon. Let's see, where are these? I think the snacks are down over here. Looks like the mods merchant?
Nice gear. Could find something better. Check the console.
I've been looking for an edge.
Out here, you'll need it.
Let's see, you got anything? Yep, snacks. Popcorn and Graxon. Okay. Now, along with that, let's go ahead and get up there and talk to Sloan Kelly. Where's Cadus?
Where is everybody?
I told them to get out of my sight.
Take it someone pissed you off?
The charlatan used my own people to beat up Kitus.
Oh.
He's alive. Barely.
I know you and Kitus are close.
You don't know shit. I didn't call you here for a pity party.
Why did you call me? Not that I'm complaining.
The charlatan left a note on Kitus's body. He wants to settle things between us. Meeting spot is in Drowlear.
Could be a trap.
You think? I can't trust my own people, but you're an outsider. And you've proven reasonable before.
The charlatans had plenty of time to act. Why make a move now?
I ignored the collective for too long. Thought they were just another ragtag group of upstarts. Now they're bold and dangerous. What happened to Kitus is on me. I've got to end this before it gets worse. You with me?
I'll watch your back.
Kadara's fate will be decided at this meeting. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but hey, shit happens, right? Meet me at this location. I'll go on ahead.
Alright. So it looks like Sloan versus the Charlatan. I don't really know anything about the Charlatan, but I will say that I'm not a huge fan of Sloan, the way I've seen the Exiles treat people out here. But by the same token, I'd say I don't know if the Collective's really any better. Yeah, I don't know. It's basically two bad choices. We'll just have to see what things are like when we get into the situation. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Alright. Let's get out there. Okay. Is it up that hill or something? Looks like there's a big cave entrance up there. Let's see. I doubt I'm driving up there because that's like straight up. Maybe there's another cave entrance at the base or something. How do we get up there? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a little road over here. Alright. Got ourselves another cave entrance.
No way this doesn't get ugly.
Yeah.
Took your sweet time. Come on, let's get this over with.
I'm with you.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
Oh.
Reyes?
I'm here for the charlatan, not some third-rate smuggler.
They're one and the same.
Surprise.
This whole time you've been lying to me.
Not the whole time.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara port.
You want to avoid war by shooting each other?
Two people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each other.
Yeah.
I'll take those terms.
This will be interesting.
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloan.
The hell?
Sniper!
What the hell?
Damn it! Cover me!
Come on, man. That is some cheap bullcrap.
Shoot it!
I'm not shooting him. But what the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
He was unarmed.
He's got nowhere to hide. My people will find him, then his head goes on a spike.
No. No more heads on spikes, no more public executions.
Not even out of the fucking cave, and you're making demands.
You're alive because of me. It's time you start playing nice.
I'll never trust Tan or the initiative. But you're out of the doghouse.
Good lord. Okay, so Reyes Vidal is the charlatan. Okay, whoa. I was thinking it brought us back down to the ground level, but we're all the way up here. Alright, let's get back to Kadara Port. That was disappointing. Just because, I mean, I actually enjoyed the time we spent with Razordal. Like, I honestly don't like Sloan much, but I really don't like the fact that he brought a sniper to a one-on-one. That was really dishonorable.
Pathfinder, come to collect on the debt I owe you?
I've proven myself an ally. It's time you start treating me like one.
You're a real pain in the arse, you know that?
I've heard that before.
But you did save my life. I know the Nexus needs outposts. Kadara's in better shape than most planets.
This is the right call, Sloan. We don't have the numbers to keep fighting each other. We need to work together.
I'll work with you, but not with Tan. The Nexus exiled us to die. I've neither forgiven nor forgotten that.
I'm not asking you to ignore the past, just to consider the future.
I get a cut of whatever your settlers produce. Think of it as a protection fee. Plenty of collectives still running around. Wouldn't want them to get ideas.
That almost sounds like extortion.
Do we have a deal?
Only because I need the outpost.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I mean, so long as they actually provide the protection that they said they were going to provide, then, yeah. Then you can actually see it as, like, a legitimate, like, purchase of mercenary labor. Mercenary services.
Pathfinder, Kadara is now a viable option for an outpost.
The Badlands still aren't exactly safe, but with Sloan's protection, we should be okay.
Now let's go found an outpost. Actually, I should be able to fast travel out there, shouldn't I? Well, once I'm out from under. There we go. Alright, let's get over there. Oop, there goes the Nomad.
This area is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Let's find the outpost beacon. There it is. Here we go.
Confirmed. Calling outpost.
Amazing. This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director, I trust you're enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the progress. The show part is something else entirely. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim, you better be sure about this.
We can't turn our backs. The initiative failed them.
You weren't there, but you're here now, and it's your call. It's a win, and we'll take wins wherever we can get them. You need to do this again. Another step forward, but of course there's more. There's always more. Time for the public address. Think you can distill something motivational out of this?
Something to sell Kadara? You'll actually run it?
I may have concerns, but my ledger has one more outpost than it did yesterday. Sell it.
We trained for years. But when we reached Andromeda, everything changed. The dream almost died on worlds like this. But we can rebuild it. Bring stability. If there was ever a world that needed our best, at their best, this is it.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Alright. Oh, initiative shuttle model. Look at that. We brought the habitability up to 100%, or viability, I should say. Alright, and we got another cryopod point. Okay, we've got a Engar in there. I think possibly actually a guard from the Exiles. Let's see.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS
Oh,
receiver,
yeah!
Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
We'll have to do that too. Let's see. Drew Sinicus.
Nix. I was wondering when you'd show up.
Do you know everyone?
Drew worked the stockrooms on the Nexus. Guess this explains why you never sent me those regulators, Seneca.
Got busy with the move, but I set them aside for you. Knew the Pathfinder would show up eventually.
Do you have everything you need?
We've got the necessities, but Sloan's keeping us on a tight leash. Outcasts check every shipment going in and out. As if the charlatan would be hiding in one of our crates.
Were you there during the uprising?
Oh, I was there. Barricaded myself inside one of the stock rooms. Total chaos.
Must be strange seeing the exiles again.
Tan took the out of sight, out of mind approach. But that's never worked, in my experience.
So, you're the requisitions officer.
That's my official title, yeah. But I take care of any odd jobs that pop up. Scrubbing, cooking, whatever I can do to help.
That's nice of you.
Keeps me busy. I used to work the drill back on Mars until I messed up my hand. I was lucky I didn't lose it, but the nerves never healed right.
See you around, Drew.
Keep fighting the good fight, Pathfinder.
Alright, why is this room so... like, it looks awful. There's like scorch marks all over the floor and trash everywhere. This is a brand new colony. What happened? Let's see what we got up here. Again, what's with all the burned papers on the floor? I don't see anything in here, okay. I'm sure there are more quests here other than just placing that receiver, but I don't know what they are just yet. Got a nice monolith right in view. Let's see what we got up here.
Here's a sight.
Christmas Tate.
Well, if it isn't the Pathfinder. Welcome to Outpost Detaeon. Christmas Tate of Mining Company 7, at your service.
Christmas? That a nickname?
Afraid not. My old lady, Holiday Tate, had a sense of humor.
It's certainly a conversation starter. Things going well?
No one's been shot in the back, which is more than I expected.
You don't think Sloane will hold up her end of the deal?
She wasn't exactly reliable as head of Nexus security, was she? But I can't complain. Her people have kept the outpost safe, and trade is booming.
The outcasts are playing nice now. But we should be ready if Sloane has a change of heart.
Consider my shotgun loaded.
Anything else to report?
Well, there's this cult.
A cult? Seriously?
They're harmless, but the thing they worship, that's what worries me. Some kind of massive machine.
What?
They call it Old Skinner. Could be nothing, but their leader, Bishop, went to pay tribute and hasn't come back.
I'll check it out. Better safe than sorry.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
You look like you've been around the block.
That's one way of saying I'm old.
That wasn't...
Hey, at 61, I've come to terms with my age. I'm the oldest of the outpost leaders, but I'm also the toughest. I didn't come to Andromeda to die. The opposite, actually.
Detaeon. Interesting name. Does it mean something?
It's an inside joke among the company. Detaeon is a temp name we pitched for our outpost block. It's actually an acronym. Stands for Deploy in the Ass End of Nowhere.
Exiles giving you any trouble?
We've actually taken a few on, of the non-outcast and collective variety. The uprising was ugly business. A lot of normal people got caught up in it. Glad we can provide a second chance.
You said you're with Mining Company 7?
Best damn EZO miners on Mars, until the ground dried up.
Putting your skills to use on Kadara?
You made the water potable, but there's still plenty of sulfur in the bedrock. The director wants to use the stuff to make fertilizer. Carter can tell you more. Just, don't sneak up on her.
Thanks for the update, Christmas.
Anytime.
Oh, what a fun name. Okay, let's see. So it sounds like there's at least one more person for us to talk to here. Along with that, we need to look for Bishop and Old Skinner. What a weird... So we got a machine cult here. Let's see. Alright, we've already been in there, I think. Yeah. Okay. And those geysers are going so much it looks like just a fountain over there. Let's see about this. Actually, we started in there. So, let's head downstairs and check in here. Looks like a doctor. Oh, Dr. Nakamoto.
Dr. Nakamoto, what are you doing here?
When I heard the outpost needed a physician, I offered my services. Least I could do after you retrieved my formula. And the setup's a sight better than a shipping container.
Good to have you here, Doctor.
I won't let you down, Pathfinder.
How are your patients doing? Any serious injuries?
Much as I hate to say it, Sloane's done a good job of protecting this place. Only minor injuries from people being clumsy. And, of course, a lot of aspirin for hangovers.
What about your old clinic?
I moved my patients here, with Christmas's permission, of course. And spread the word that my door is still open, just in a different location. A small gesture, but it's done wonders for the initiative's reputation.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Pathfinder.
All right. It's good to see that that we made the right choice there. In the end. After going back on the first bad choice. Let's see what about this over here. Couple of buildings at least. Oh, just one building and then a second floor as well. Nessie Carter.
Wait. Don't come any closer.
Okay.
Okay.
False alarm. Thought there might be some acid splash.
I avoid acid splashes at all costs.
Good call. It's terrible for the skin. Nessie Carter, Science Officer for Outpost Detaeon. You must be the Pathfinder.
Were you also a part of Mining Company 7?
Yes. Well, no, I wasn't a miner, but I worked with Christmas and the others. They're my family.
You came to Helios to be with them?
I know it's silly, since I'll outlive them. Statistically speaking, anyway. But I just couldn't let them go on such an adventure without me.
What are you working on?
A hyperpotent phosphate fertilizer using Kadara's natural abundance of sulfuric acid.
Hyper-potent. That's good, right?
Absolutely. My work will be essential in providing nutrients for gardens across Helios. When we have gardens, which we will, because of you.
See you around, Carter.
Yep, bye, Pathfinder.
You have to wonder if all of the arcs had arrived properly with all the Pathfinders, would all this have already been done, like, a long time ago? Let's see, anybody else here to talk to? Huh.
Nice job.
Research Center? Okay, so it's just the R&D terminal. Alright, let's see about the second floor of this thing. You know, despite the fact that it's surrounded by pirates, this seems like it's probably the most pleasant colony to live in now that the water is drinkable. Can I talk to you, Riff? There we go.
Riff, Pathfinder's making the rounds. If you can step away from your rock collection for...
They're drill core samples. Not a rock. Oh, he's here. Pathfinder. Name's Riff. Mining engineer for Outpost Detaeon.
Christmas giving you a hard time?
Always. But that's just his way. I don't mind.
What do you think of Kadara?
Mineral-wise, she's a gold mine. Carter is already putting Kadara's resources to practical use.
What about people-wise?
Sloane was scary on the Nexus. Now, she's plain terrifying. I'll stick to my rocks.
What exactly does a mining engineer do?
Oh, we're involved in every step of the mining process. Christmas is a good guy, a good miner, but he needs me to help decide where to drill. And when to stop.
Good chatting with you, Riff.
Anytime, Pathfinder.
Well, you have to think that there's basically like a layer of remnant stuff somewhere beneath the surface, so you probably don't want to drill into that. Let's see. Take a look at the map. Okay, we got another... Okay, that's boosting the signal. Anything else added to that? I mean, I know there's also... Is this Old Skinner? Yep, we're definitely going to look for Old Skinner. Alright, let's go ahead and place the receiver, then go look for Old Skinner. And hey, we got another drop pod here. Let's see if there's anything new on the terminal. Hit the wrong button. Okay, yeah, there is no terminal, that's right. Alright. I know the Nomad was already deployed, but this is much quicker. Okay. Right up on that hill to the east. I'm gonna drive right through your water supply, don't worry about it. Here we go. That only took like 10 minutes to find the actual proper route up. There we go.
Elias News Service now broadcasting live.
Complete the outpost on Eladin. Okay. I thought that was saying Kadara for a second. I was like, what else do we have to do for the outpost on Kadara? We have to go out here and find old Skinner. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what that is. Alright, let's see. Oh! Okay. There's old Skinner. Datapad, I parked on top of it.
Great One, turn your gaze upon me. Accept this tribute. Reshape the world in your... Wait! Great One, wait! Ah! Ah!
Belly got its attention.
Let's report back to Christmas.
Just report back? No. We will destroy this thing and turn it to our side. We will destroy this thing and turn it to our side.
Yikes! Architect sighted!
Whoa, this is all new.
Go for the legs!
Got him! Time to bring him over to our side.
We got your back!
Here we go. Join us. Look at that. Kadara, now even more than 100% viable. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, though, alright. Let's go ahead and loot that corpse. Where did that thing go? I did have to charge over quite a bit of ground to get over here. I'm not sure where it went. Huh, well, I don't see it anymore. Oh well. It was probably just junk to begin with. So, why don't we go ahead... Actually, is that a chest? That's a chest. Okay. Let's go... Oh! Another remnant data core. Have I maybe been missing those? Because I don't remember these chests before, but anyway. Alright. Let's get back on down to the... Oh, no. Let's get down to the colony. You can see the broadcasting antenna up there. Oop.
Not sure yet.
There he is. Christmas Tate.
You're up, Pathfinder. How's it going?
Old Skinner is no more.
I heard. Shame about Bishop. He was crazy, but a good worker.
Thanks for the update, Christmas.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, I think we're done on Kadara for now. Let's take a look at the map. I mean, there's still, like, this thing that's technically not done. This little structure out here and this cave which show up in white instead of blue, but I don't think there's anything left there because we definitely investigated both of those. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. Why don't we go ahead and get back up to the Tempest? All right, let's check the. Let's check the email. Pock, to writer from PB, the creator. I have to say, feeling pretty good about myself. Pock is the first thing I've made that I doubt I'll get tired of, and that's saying a ton, believe me. Someday when we get this rim tech all figured out, Pock's gonna blow people's minds. Not sure why I decided to write this to you. Strange impulse that I'll have to noodle on it for a bit. PB. Oh, Ryder, from Resvidal. I should have known you couldn't just stand by, always the White Knight. It's why I didn't tell you about my identity. The Collective is nothing but shades of gray and blurred lines. No doubt you think saving Sloane was the right thing to do. It wasn't. She'll bring war to Helios. I only hope I can recover my assets in time to stop her, and you won't try to stop me. Reyes? Update. To Ryder from Sloane Kelly. Pathfinder, don't expect these regularly. Just wanted to let you know I'm keeping up my end of the bargain. Your outpost is safe from the Collective and the rest of the crazies in the Badlands. Sloane. Okay. Alright, well, that's all good news. Let's take a look at the journal real quick and see if there's anything new here on the Tempest that we need to take care of. Oh, actually, you know what there probably is? That trap? Why don't we go ahead and see if that trap has something in it. And
we have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
We have AVP outstanding. Let's see. 2 points. Okay, 3 in science so far, 4 in military, 4 in commerce. Okay. I'll go with improved development 2. Sure, innovation. Okay, now I'm gonna have people angry that the science pods are getting getting bonuses now. Alright, the trap. Can I drop? Why can I not drop there? I can drop down a shorter, like I think actually a longer distance back here in this bay.
Pathfinder, the trap you set in the cargo bay, we got a blip. I think something's in there.
Let's see. Come on, Space Hamster.
Hi there.
Yes!
You must be the one eating all
Space
our
Hamster!
Hey, it's okay. No one's going to eat you. You're the most adorable critter I've met in Andromeda so far. I should find you somewhere safer than our cargo bay. How about a nice warm cage in my quarters and all the cereal you can eat? Guess everybody around here needs a home.
Yeah! We got a Space Hamster. Let's go check it out. There he is. That thing looks just like his trap, though. We should get him a proper cage. Oh well. Anyway, let's see. So we've finished up things on Kadara. We've checked things here in the Tempest. I still want to go back to the Nexus and potentially even to Aya. We'll see how things go there. Actually, we got the movie snacks too. Who do we? I think we bring those to Vetra, right? Let's do that real quick. See if there's anything that happens there on that front.
I got the popcorn, and whatever Graxon is.
Thank you. I owe Cora for letting me use her clearance. This'll be fun, like watching vids with Sid when she was little.
Okay. Anything gonna happen from that? Because it feels like it's one of those things where everyone's gonna get involved at some point. See anything on the email? Nope, nothing new there. Anything when I step up here? Nothing from Suvi. Okay. Look at that. No missions showing up here. But we do have the Architect Husk.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Very nice. This remnant architect's programming directives have been interrupted. It is in an orbital standby mode and remains tethered to its home planet, Kadara. The architect's armor suggests multiple self-repairs due to sulfuric acid exposure. Signal patterns indicate it is somehow monitoring Kadara's groundwater. Wonder how exactly we know that, but anyway. Okay, so we're done here. Why don't we go ahead and head back to the Nexus?
Ryder, this is Kandros. Sam warned us about Knight's attack. Unfortunately, one device triggered already. We lost a chunk of hydroponics.
Sorry, Kandros. I had to help someone out. Where's Knight?
We're tracking her down, but those devices are still live. I need you to take care of them, quietly. We can't afford panic.
Wonder what part of hydroponics was taken out. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Looks like, yep, it's somewhere in this area. Whoa. Seems right over here, somewhere. There it is.
Son of a bitch, you played me.
Yep.
Knight?
Yes, me. I let you near my son. You're not stopping this.
Yeah, we saved your son from his constant debilitating issues. I know that it's not actually a timed thing, but I don't feel right going and dropping off those mushrooms or whatever to make more beer when I need to be saving people's lives from these EMP devices.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
Ryder, please. The Nexus doesn't need those computers.
Yes, it
But we won't be
does.
safe from another overlord until they're gone.
Oh.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I sacrificed everything to stop it.
Let's see, where are you? Over here? Yep. Knew it would be in front of the consoles. No one ever goes in front of those.
Ryder, we cornered Knight, but she's carrying the last of those devices. I have a sniper ready, but she wants to speak to you. We could end this peacefully.
I'm hoping that the fact that we created that cybernetic implant for her son using the help from Sam, maybe she won't commit suicide effectively. Oh, is that her? I think that's her.
Kandros reports the sniper is ready.
Understood, Sam.
Sam. Such a human name. No one ever listens. Your father built his human AI implant. Overlord went on despite my...
You're trying to bury something, but I think that's what this is really about.
I thought Overlord might help my son. They made him a candidate for their butchery. So I sabotaged it. I faked rogue code and ripped him out. Alain was hurt terribly, but he was alive and himself, not a... First Overlord, then Sam. Horrors, forced on children. It has to end, even if I must do the unforgivable.
Dad created Sam to help my mother survive a terminal illness.
Many terrible things come from good intentions. I should know.
Sam and I helped Alain together. He's going to be all right.
No, the code I made, no one could fix it.
Sam did. Stand down and you can ask Alain yourself.
Here. The last device.
Thank you.
No matter what sentence they give me, I hope Alain will forgive me someday. If Sam really is what you say, perhaps it can forgive me too.
That was anticlimactic. Let's see, anything here? Yeah, let's go drop off the, whatever it is they're using to make booze that we found on Kadara. I don't know about you, but if it's something that grows right next to a hot spring, I'm thinking I might not want to make beer out of it. But it could just be ignorance on my part.
Flag of the tail.
Hey there.
That's yours, Nexus.
Interesting. Thanks, Pathfinder.
Alright, let's see. So yeah, we got another colony here. I'm not sure, I think... Okay, so that one is Eos. This one is Vold, probably. So this would then have to be Kadara's, the two mining picks crossing. Interesting. Is she waving to us or to someone in general? I don't know. I feel like she's been there. Okay. Let's see. Meet with Sid. Okay. And I feel like I saw... Well, that may have actually been meet with Sid. That was back in the operations area. But along with that, we do need to check that new memory that's been unlocked in Sam node. Let's get to operations. I think this is Sid up here. I think this is where we met her before. There she is.
Can I talk to you? Good that you're here, Ryder. I found something while monitoring comms for the Nexus. Multiple attacks by people called the Three Sabers. They're hitting outposts and supply vessels. The really weird part is they seem aware of our operations, like they're getting intel.
What are you saying? That someone's feeding them info?
Maybe. It would be really bad if that were true, right? I've reported it, and they say they'll investigate, but then forget. But you're the Pathfinder. If someone's betraying the Nexus, you have to do something about it.
If they seem to know our operations, that could spell trouble. Best to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Best Pathfinder ever. I don't know where they hide, but I got the nav points for their most recent raids. Maybe the Tempest scanners can figure out where they went.
Alright, now something else I just realized I actually want to check on here as well is that we actually have 2 Pathfinders now. I want to see if the other one has made her way into the Pathfinder Hall.
I know service
Oh.
has been dropping in at Pathfinder HQ. It's just... I'm not good with everything yet.
Okay, so she has been coming by. Alright. Well, anything in here? Looks like operations is clear. Let's get to Cryo, see if there's anything new there. If there's not, then I'll bring you back immediately within the habitation part of Hyperion. Alright, nothing new in Cryo, so here we are in habitation. Let's get up to Sam Node.
Am I correct that it's within your power to vent the station's atmosphere and kill the organisms aboard?
My programming would only permit that under the most extreme conditions.
Exactly what would those conditions be?
Why do you wish to know?
No reason?
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from your mother's final day.
It was a good fight, soldier.
It's not over yet.
Alec.
No.
Alec, we have a few hours. Let's enjoy them.
And after that?
We'll still have each other.
But we want you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you. Both of you. Live your lives. Do great things. I see so much potential in you. And remember, fall in love. At least once.
We'll let you guys talk.
Say it, Alec. Say it. Then I will. Goodbye. Watch out for the kids. Be there for them.
I will.
Mourn me, Alec, but don't let this destroy you. What did you used to say when you were in N7?
When your back's against the wall, if you can't run from it, use it.
Remember that. Be strong.
Never as strong as you. I love you, Ellen.
I didn't expect that.
Death remains an elusive concept for me. A finite end in a cosmos otherwise filled with infinite possibilities.
I don't think it's the end. Mom didn't just disappear forever.
Where did she go?
I don't know. I like to think existence somehow continues.
In which case, my failure to save her may not be total. Your father hoped I would cure her.
I never understood. With all your capabilities, Sam, why did she die?
My ability to enhance organic physiology has limitations. Your mother's disease was systemic. It also seems that life is more than just biology. It is the will to continue living. I believe your mother accepted her fate, and likewise, her body surrendered. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
Alright. I think there's just one memory left. I mean, the last time we picked up a memory trigger, it looked like we were closing in on the last one. Okay. I think we're done here on the Hyperion, done on the Nexus, and I still, though, want to go ahead and head to Aya. Although I thought there was supposed to be some sort of diplomatic meeting taking place here. I know that there's definitely a diplomatic meeting taking place on Aya. Back to the docking bay.
Drastically improved the atmosphere on Eo.
Vengeful Turian?
Is it true? Was there an attempt on that traitor Sloane Kelly's life?
It's true.
Oh, that makes me happy. The thought of her out there with a target on her back. Someday she'll get hers.
Someday we all get what's coming to us.
If there's justice, her before us. She deserves death.
Alright. I still don't know exactly what she did here other than betray the initiative to try to keep their people from being, like, slaughtered. But, again, that could be a complete misinterpretation of what happened. A lot of Angara here. I thought that there's maybe going to be a meeting here, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Let's go ahead and, well, actually, you know what? There's one thing I want to do on EOS, then we'll head to Io. PB wanted something from EOS. Let's go see if we can't get it real quick. Anything...
Ryder.
Damn it. Why did you stop talking? Something about the Lucinia. Anyway, let's see if there's anything in the email. Nope. Okay. Let's get going.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector.
Probes launched.
ZK resource tracker.
Is that what pinged us in this sector?
It's pulsing an initiative call response code. Someone knows our tech inside and out.
Let's get a scan.
Let's check this thing out. Whoa!
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Milky Way data. This is weird. Speak with Addison on the Tempest VidCon. Let's find out what's going on here.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director? What are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how is it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers.
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
Whoa. Okay. Well, we just found the one in the Pythia system, so we gotta go to the Null system as well. Probably another one after that. We'll see. For now, let's get back to the map and land. Alright, let's see. Looks like... Oh! PB's thing is taking us over to that spot in the lake that has the horizontal grav bridge on it. Let's go. Knew we'd be coming back here at some point.
This alien tech comes in all shapes and sizes. But what's it for?
I didn't know how long it was going to take, but I knew we'd be coming back.
Well, this is the right place. Let's find the tech we're after.
Let's see you deal with this.
Here's the first piece
Is
of
that it?
RemTech, PB.
Awesome. 1 down, 2 to go.
Really? We have to go
Syncing
to...
with my scanner. The second piece is on Havarl. Uploading coordinates.
What is this right here? What?
Outlaws!
Really?
Guess we're not the only ones interested in this tech.
How are you not dead? Finally. Jeez. That
I
it?
wanted the RemTech. Wonder why.
We got the piece we came for. We can move on.
Alright, let's get back to the Tempest. You know, I was originally planning on just heading straight to Aya after that, but I want to do 2 things before we do that. I want to check up on these satellites that are exploding, and along with that, I want to figure out these little bits of RemTech. Let's see here. Okay, so looks like we need to go to... Well, we have to go to Havarl. But along with that, it wants us to go to the Null system. Okay, Vold. Alright. Yeah, let's go to the Null system. Because I'm sure there's one on Vold as well.
We just got pinged by another of those ZK trackers.
Let's try to get close enough to pull some data.
On it.
Picking up something.
There it is.
Tracker ahead. Looks active.
Ease up on it. We need a point of origin. That is one twitchy self-destruct.
Wait, just let me stick a predictive model in this fragment. There, a common vector, maybe a point of origin.
Good job. Let's go.
You really kind of need more than 2 points. You typically need 3 for triangularization, but, Wait. Before we leave, You know what? We may... Oh, crap. Jumped to the wrong system. What I was going to say is we may need to land on Vold, but it was not showing up as a quest, so we may need to actually go to Havarl first, then Vold, which is unfortunate if there's an actual order to it, but we'll see. I'll bring you back when we're on Havarl. Or at least in Havarl's system. Alright, let's see. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's on a different layer? Huh. Interesting. I think we have to actually then fast travel back up here. Wait, where is that fast travel point? There. Alright, I completely misread the map. Just real quick. We are actually all the way up north here. I was like trying to get up to the top of this tower or something. I was really just not paying attention to where the thing was supposed to be located. I was just trying to find it. Oh, it's in that room. Okay. That little room actually makes a little bit more sense now. This is pretty deep in here. Are we still going to face more of those outlaws? Or maybe Rokar this time? Who knows? We'll see. Well, the remnant are already
Dead
in here.
outlaws. Hope the piece of rem tech I need is still here.
Let's see soon enough. You know, you guys could just leave me alone.
They're all dead. Now you're here, I'm screwed.
You'll be okay.
Oh, really? We were supposed to clean out this site before you got here, but there were too many damn bots. This outfit doesn't care a lick about any of us.
I wish I could actually see this person.
Tell me about them.
Just joined, so I can't tell you much. The Krogan's name is Crank, or Crankit, or something. He runs the field crews. That's all I know. Here, take the choice piece from this site. I'm officially retired.
Bet this is the second piece you need, PB.
Yep, and the last one's turned up on Kadara. Coordinates uploaded.
Alright. Seriously, okay. There she is. I wonder why it wouldn't show us her before, but anyway. We've already cleared this spot out. Why wouldn't we find this last time? Anyway, let's get moving. Anything here?
Welcome back.
Okay. To Kadara again. Alright, here we go. Huh. There's a quest over here. Two quests over here.
Assholes took everything but the rotor hub.
Trouble with scavengers?
Always. Who are you?
A Pathfinder with the initiative.
The one who saved Sloane from the charlatan.
You said you had a scavenger problem?
Right, yeah. Bastards come at night, pick the turbines clean of parts. Expensive and annoying.
Sloane doesn't provide security?
Too busy with the collective. I'm not asking for guards, I just want our parts back.
Any idea where I could find these scavengers?
I've started putting trackers on the more valuable parts. Yard drive, generator, they've all been taken to the same nav point.
I'll check it out.
If the parasites put up a fight, don't feel bad about offing them.
Alright. Let's check this other one out as well. Why would you put the generators down here when... I don't know, it seems like the higher you go, the better you'd be, but I don't know. Maybe there's wind blowing through these valleys. Wow, a lot of stuff in here. Container with some junk. Datapad. Personal log. Thracia. New entry. Inventory fully stocked. That Vidal guy really came through. Thought his fees were on the high side, but he got everything on my list. Now to sell these babies for double the price. Okay. Thracia. Or Thracia?
Well,
I don't know.
You're not like the other scrubs around here.
What makes you say that?
Your gear. It's high quality, like the rest of you.
What can I say? I like the best.
Then you're just the man I need. When the exiles came to Kadara, they hid caches of Nexus supplies all over the Badlands. Junk, mostly. Stale protein bars and rations. But among the shit are some serious weapons lifted straight from the armory.
And you know this. How?
I helped steal them. Problem is, those weapons are too good for the scum down here. And I can't sell weapons in Kadara Port without Sloane taking a cut. The cash nav point, though? You interested? It's yours for a fair price.
You've got a deal.
Lovely. Here's the nav point. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at what I've already got in stock.
Alright. Oh, cat muddle shuttle. That's that's all I need, thank you. Anything else you got actually before we head out? Nope, nothing else. Alright. Take a look at the map now. Man, okay, we got two new things down here. I thought we were done on Kadara, but apparently not. We'll take care of these two things real quick as well. I'll cut out all the drive time, so it should actually be relatively quick for y'all. Let's see, almost to PB's thing here. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, well, I was gonna say, let's just drive along this ridge, but nope. Let's just see, who are these guys?
Outlaws camp on this site.
All right. find the piece of tech PB needs.
My guess is they've already taken it, right? That's probably what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to go find their base to get it back. I just don't get who these guys even are.
Checking this container. Empty, but there's a data pad.
Knew it.
Looks like there's a message for us.
Hope my boys put up a fight, but you're too slow, Pathfinder. I got what you're looking for. I'll meet you and your Asari at Kadara Port. You can buy the tech from me. Out.
I need that piece, Ryder.
Guess we've got a date with an annoying outlaw who fancies himself a rival.
Seriously, how did they even know about this stuff? It's gotta be PB's old girlfriend or something, right? I mean, I don't understand how else they would have even known to get these specific parts.
Maybe the scavengers will be reasonable.
Don't get your hopes up.
Well, that is a kind of reasonable.
Okay. What about this? Debris.
Someone got to them first.
And destroyed Ashland's missing parts. What the hell did this?
Uh-oh. Sounds like an IROC.
Fiend!
Oh, it's an ancient IROC.
Let's go give Ashland the bad news.
See that my item limit has been reached again? Damn it. Oh well.
Approaching map point for the weapons cache, Pathfinder.
Hope it's worth the credits.
Just a guess, but I think we were set up.
Yeah, let's kill him. I would not even be slightly surprised to find out that we were sent out here so they could try to steal our armor.
It's full. After that ambush, I thought the whole thing was a scam.
Let's just get out of here before more exiles show.
I think that's it. Alright. Whoa. Hello, Aslan.
Found your scavengers. Dead. A fiend got them.
And the turbine parts?
Destroyed. Nothing left but scrap.
I'll take satisfaction knowing my yard drive isn't being used by a bloody scav. Thanks, Pathfinder.
What do you think about Kadara?
Smells like week-old eggs and curdled milk.
So you regret leaving the Nexus?
Pathfinder, I regret leaving the Milky Way. But if Kadara's taught me one thing, it's that there's no time for regrets. Live in the present or die thinking about the past.
Who runs the wind farm?
It's a communal effort. Everyone helps maintain the turbines. But me and the Solarian are the only trained technicians. So, naturally, that puts us in charge.
Does the Solarian have a name?
Yeah, and if he was ever nice, I'd use it. Until then, he's just the Solarian.
Stay safe.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we'll take a look around to see if we can find that Solarian, but let's see.
At this rate, we'll be producing 2 million.
Back again?
That nav point was a setup.
Setup? Was the cache not there?
Yeah, but so were a lot of exiles who tried to kill me.
I'm not responsible for the actions of my other
Ah!
Other customers?
She sold that
I
spot.
may have sold the nav point to multiple people, but in my defense, I didn't think you'd all show up at once.
Wow.
Oh, great. That makes it all better then.
I don't see why you're so upset. You got your weapons, and you survived. But I don't like unhappy customers. I'll give you a discount for your trouble. That's more than fair.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. There's the Solarian, probably. Yep. Datapad, personal log, Adon. New entry, the Krogan, Rotan, thinks someone here is giving scavengers information on when to attack. Ridiculous excuse for his laziness. Don't know why we pay him. Can I talk to you? There we go.
How did you get in here?
I use my legs.
Well, use them to walk back out. I'm busy.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Fine, but be quick about it.
Does the wind farm power Kadara Port?
And everything else around here. Not that anyone sends their gratitude. They only contact us when something's broken.
Sloan doesn't give you a kickback?
Not enough. This is a dangerous job. I deserve hazard pay.
What do you do here?
I keep the turbine spinning. A small miracle considering all the scavengers trying to steal parts.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. Let me get back to work.
Man. This really didn't make that much sense. First of all, these generators really don't look like they'd produce much in the way of power. But secondly, they have fusion. Why wouldn't they simply use fusion reactors? There's something to scan around here. Let's see. Oop. Container with some junk. Terminal. Patrol schedule. Nath. We'll be hitting the farm again soon. Drop off the Krogan's patrol schedule in the usual spot. K. Patrol schedule. Please, K. I don't want to do this anymore. People are getting suspicious. You want credits for Oblivion? Get us the patrol schedule. Okay, so someone is leaking their information.
Telling scavengers when to attack in exchange for credits to buy Oblivion.
Okay, can we actually do anything with that information? Well, we can talk to Rotan here.
You running security here?
Trying. Krogan or not, I'm only one merc. This lot's crazy thinking they can run a wind farm in the Badlands.
Why do you think there have been so many attacks?
All these fancy gizmos out in the open, they're begging to be stolen. We'll say, though, it's damn suspicious those scavs keep hitting the place while I'm off shift. Like someone's telling them when to strike.
Any advice for staying alive in the Badlands?
Get out of the Badlands.
I mean, can we not give him the information that people are being told when to strike?
See you around.
Whatever.
Weird. I mean...
I don't care. Get it done.
We don't have enough yet, Elora.
Then get more. Tell him to get his ass in gear.
Okay.
Back off. I don't deal with Nexus scum.
That's a good way to get shot, Elora.
Did I ask for your opinion?
I don't want to start anything.
Yeah? Then why'd you come to Kadara? Here to take this place from us too? Sloan should have taken the Nexus out when she had the chance. She's weak.
I take it you're not an outcast, then?
Got my own faction. When we take over, we'll do all the things the outcasts and collective didn't have the balls for.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Better watch your back, Nexus.
Okay. Seems like it's a group of two, but I don't know. But that's at least the second time here that we found a quest that seems like it should be a quest, but it's not a quest. First one being when we found the antibiotic plant and we found the person sick with an illness that could be cured with antibiotics, but we couldn't do anything about it.
There we go.
And here we've got a place where we see that attacks are being planned, and we've got no way to reveal that to the head of security. I don't know. It feels like maybe unfinished content. Anyway, alright, let's get back to Kadara Port. Alright, here we go. Real quick note, while we're actually still out here in some light, I've changed my armor over to the higher quality level 6 armor from the level 3 that it was before. Along with that, I have a new rifle, Remnant Tech. It's a battle rifle thing, 3 shots at a time. And check that out, it's got percentages rather than like an actual number of shots. So we'll see how that works out in combat. Anyway though, let's go ahead and get in here. Alright, let's see. Where are we? Okay, just right over here. Is that them? No, upstairs. Or down? What are we supposed to be scanning here? Ah, that. Where? Okay, it is telling me to go upstairs. And now it's telling me to go downstairs. I don't know. Let's go in here. Okay, it's just pointing me to the market.
I'm flattered, really, but your breath blew it.
Okay.
Waiting for that Krogan to show?
Just need to buy the Remtech piece off him so I can perfect my remnant scanner. He and his crew keep showing up at sites we're targeting. It can't be coincidence. I think they could be following us somehow.
That makes sense. It would be nice to know for sure.
I'm working on it.
Ryder, come in. We've got a problem.
Go ahead, Callow.
We've had an intruder. Got on board and into PB's quarters. Her bot is gone.
What?
Pock?
Any other areas compromised?
We're doing a full recon, but I don't think so. They left an impressive piece of Remtech and a recorded message. Relaying it now.
Ryder, it's Kalinda Terrell.
Knew it.
Pelisari is, well, whatever she calls me these days. Please tell her thank you for the nifty bot. I trust the Remtech piece my crew took will be adequate payment. Oh, and no need to wait for my Krogan friend, Kranit. He and his outlaws work for me.
Shit. Why can't she just leave me alone?
Why does she have it in for you, PB?
She shouldn't. I'm the offended party. Ugh. To complete my scanner, I need access to the storage device in POC. Kalinda's always been a troublemaker. Anything for a rise, and if there's a profit in it, all the better. I'm sorry you're catching her crap now, Ryder. You don't have to deal with this. I'll take care of it on my own, I promise.
Hey, we're in this together.
Thanks. When I have a lead on getting POC back, I'll let you know. Bitch stole my bot.
Alright, more viability points. Let's see, we done here now? Yeah, we're done here, but I'd almost forgotten that I do actually want to check on that last satellite. The ones that keep blowing up. Let's get back to the Tempest. Okay, let's... Callow? Let's get on this with this,
Now orbiting Kadara.
We gotta find the Nalesh system. Let's see, where are we on here? There it is. Alright, there's the anomaly.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Anomaly found.
We're here, Ryder. Nav point where the 3 Sabers supposedly attacked a supply ship.
I'm getting a unique radiation signature from the scans. I think their drive's leaking ESO.
Does it lead anywhere?
I'm only getting a general vector. If we scan the other sites, we could narrow it down.
That's odd. I really thought that would have been kind of it.
Anomaly detected.
Another one? Oh, maybe that... Oh, I think that was for,
Getting a scan.
Yeah. That was for a different quest entirely. That's the one that we're doing for Vetra's sister.
Pathfinder. This is the exact nav point indicated by the ZK trackers.
Right, Addison's request. Let's see if this helps us find her missing scientist.
Damn it. The shuttle's just a relay. But I think we can get in their feeds. Hold on.
Signal's through. Ready for coordinate transferring. Who the fuck? We've been found. Deadhead the comms.
Here we go again. I'm the Pathfinder.
A Pathfinder? One finally showed?
Harlan, stop talking.
Is that Dr. Kennedy? Are you okay? Director Addison is concerned about you and your tech.
Keep them talking, Ryder. Tracing.
All I want is to stop the stealing. I have outposts of people trying to start their lives.
Outpost starting lives, huh?
Let them see, Harlan.
They just forwarded Dr. Kennedy's medical profile. Ryder!
She's pregnant.
Huh.
That woman is pregnant.
Okay.
That woman knows full well the state she's in.
Alright.
Chemical blockers were standard for cryo. We were supposed to wait until we were stable.
And when was that going to be? Everything was going wrong. The Nexus had no plan. You're with Addison? Well, she fell in line with Tan, said we couldn't add new mouths until we were stable. But this wasn't about waiting until we could afford a house. We were dying. So I left, with enough meds for Harlan and I to get off the blockers.
How far along? Dr. Kennedy, how long?
8 months, give or take.
Whoa.
We're not going back. You're not getting my tech. We'll be fine without you. Tell Addison. Fuck it, don't tell her anything. Kill it.
Okay.
They flashed the core. Couldn't get a trace.
Addison will want to hear about this. And I've got questions for her.
Well, that was definitely odd. Interesting. First baby of the Milky Way is being born here before too long. Okay, let's see. Got that stuff. Now, we're not going to do Sid's thing just yet. That's, again, Vetra's sister. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head to Aya. I was not intending to start Sid's quest, and I'm not going to finish it. We're going to go to Aya. I'm not intending to start it now. we will go back to it and finish it later. But all we're interested in at this point is going to Aya and seeing what we can do there. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Okay, we got a new quest here to pick up. We also have... Oh yeah, we have the satellites we need to return. Well, at least we need to tell them that the satellites have been scrapped. But the people that did it are gone. Along with that, visit the Andromeda Initiative Embassy. And there's also... Speak to the Moshai. And we also need to return this artifact that we found on Kadara. So, let's start by picking up this new quest. And we'll move on from there. Oh. Right here. Okay. Marixus. Got a Turian.
Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
For survival supplies, only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Alright. Medicine and seeds. Let's get in here and speak with Mariko.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers. Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
These were a few bad people. There are thousands of good ones out there.
How can we tell the difference? Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Okay. I mean, the obvious difference here
Sorry
between...
to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
I mean, the difference between us and them is that we told the truth, we brought the stuff back, and we killed the people that had taken things from them. I mean, that's a pretty obvious difference. Is that... He's got another quest? I don't know. Why don't we go find these seeds and antibiotics and see if he's got something else he wants from us. Okay, let's see. Quilloa seeds. Oh. The lack of jump jets is truly annoying when you're walking around in these cities. Here we go.
Weird question. You don't have any Quilloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Oh, okay. Is that it? I think we're done here. Okay. Along with that, let's see. This is the embassy. I kind of want to... I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to leave that for now, but at the same time, I think the Moshai one is actually really the one that I want to leave for the end. So why don't we go ahead and check in with the Initiative Embassy. Because the Moshai one is the one where we're going to speak with Oxul for the first time. The head of the Rokar. Alright, here we go. I think this was locked originally.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
Ambassador Riala.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
Yeah, they kind of just experienced that.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground.
Good.
We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Okay.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
All right.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Okay. Let's check out what's going on over here. Reynolds.
The ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
All right. Let's see. Anything over here? No. What about over here? Oh, we got another model, Athabasca class freighter. That's those modular freighters that we saw a lot of in Mass Effect 1. Okay. Take a look at the map. We got several things to do here. Well, we need to bring back the Kaloa seeds. Speak to Solaro. We're going to do that later. Hyrule. Why don't we go do that one now because it's close. Man, I don't know what that was. Sounded like something taken off, but it also sounded way too loud for being indoors and not that close to the port. There we go. Hyrule.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You'll have ways to send them text messages and comm transmissions.
I want contact with the people I love. You offer machines. Not good enough, Pathfinder.
Oh. Okay. Why don't we try backing up again, because I just want to see what his response is to the other one. The other one seemed like the wrong way to do it. It's like, oh, you figure that out on your own, bud.
From the Nexus.
Alright, here's the other option.
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. Alright. I'm in.
Okay, that option did not make it obvious that we would let somebody come visit. I hate... Okay, there's definitely something to be said for shortening the option so it's easier to put it on a wheel like that. But at the same time, like, I don't know how many of y'all have played Morrowind, but they literally gave you the entire text of the question you'd be asking, not their approximation of what it was that you were going to be asking. Let's see. Which sometimes has nothing to do with what it is that you're going to actually end up saying. Let's see here. Oop, there he is. Sorvis Lynn.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
What?
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders.
What?
He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name?
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Oh, man. Okay. I want to resolve this situation, but I don't really feel good about helping him. It's kind of an ass. Let's see. I gotta get the antibiotics from the clinic. Is that... Looks like it's downstairs. Well, we can also scan, I guess. Apparently I just got some Helios research data. I'm not sure what from, but... I think this is Resistance headquarters. Am I wrong about that? Maybe it wants us to look deeper in. Okay. Let's see, is this perhaps the clinic?
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Okay.
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Let's see here.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Buying some antibiotics. I'm gonna sell you all my salvage and then I'll buy your antibiotics. Congratulations on all the space junk. Let's see if there's anybody else we could talk to in here. Ulvik.
I assume you're the human everyone's buzzing about. If you're looking for treatment, I'm afraid I don't know enough about human physiology to be much help. Unless you can make use of the ion beds.
If Jal takes a hit on my watch, my doctor needs to know how to treat him. Can you point me to resources she can use to learn your methods?
So you're considering all possibilities. Jal is in good hands. I have medical journals on treating Angaran injuries and preventing complications. You're welcome to upload them to your ship's doctor for study.
Is there something special about the beds here?
They're filled with a negatively charged ion gel. The gel works with our natural electricity to speed recovery.
Think it'd work on other species?
Without bioelectricity, it would be of small benefit, but it might reduce pain.
Okay.
So you guys are electrically charged?
Our bodies produce a store of electricity that we can dispel in a surge of energy. We use it for short-range communication, healing, even combat. I admit, I was surprised to learn your kind doesn't have that ability.
Some of us are biotic. It's similar. Kinda.
I would be interested to study biotics.
Okay.
I'll get moving.
Ishari.
So yeah, I don't think the Angara have biotics. Interesting. Alright. Well, I think we're done in here. Nothing else to see, at least. Okay, take a look at the map again. Right, need to go deeper in. Find this guy that was doing... Yep, there he is.
I detect the infrared dye Zorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
Jern Schick.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
You lost someone you cared about. Was it because of the Vassal?
That's one way to see it. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
I believe you. And I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Alright. Well, I sincerely doubt that Solarian's going to be happy about that, but I think that was the right thing to do. Have to kind of smooth things diplomatically with a lot of people that don't really want us here. And you can't blame them when you consider the fact that that because there are members of the Andromeda Initiative here, there are fewer Angara here. Let's get into the museum, hand off that musical instrument we found. Interesting. Has that been there? Hollow of the Tempest. Oh, translated from Shalesh. In day 45 of Revolution 826, the ship known as the Tempest landed on Aya. Our people made first contact with sentient life from another galaxy, a human named Pathfinder Rider. Cool. Okay. Let's see. There she is.
Pavawa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter.
I was going to say, we've already talked before. I thought I was supposed to hand... Maybe I have to hand them the instrument off to someone else.
Stars guide your travels.
Let's see. Who do I give this to, then? I really thought it would have been her. Is it, Yaralt?
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating, and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
Now the question is, do we lie here? I mean, honestly, I think she would be safe.
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to
Damn
satisfy
it.
my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
Alright, let's try that again. I feel like I'm gonna get the wrong answer every time the first time. Oh, no. There we go.
About me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
We'll take every precaution. But entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
Alright. Still one person to talk to. I thought I was supposed to... Am I not supposed to give her this instrument? It looks like I am.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan. A musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing is beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to go. In any case, relics like this help us.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Alright. Wonder where they're gonna put that. Let's see. Alright, well I think we're done in here for now. Let's see, we still need to... Okay, so there's that. Need to go back and talk to the ambassador. Let's head out to the port. Right, okay. Let's turn over these antibiotics.
I found
and the
Kiloa seeds for
seeds.
Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them. More of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. The solar amplifier would give them a boost.
You could have told me this
Solar
before.
technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
I mean, really, you couldn't say this before?
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
You could have just said something before. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and try to convince that Angara and fail at it? Here we go. Solro, can I talk to you? Or there we go.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Would I be allowed employment alongside your people?
I mean, honestly, I think yes, and I would say sure, but that was the answer that they did not like last time.
If you put in a request, someone will get back to you.
And if they refuse?
Oh, for the...
I'll have to think about it. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Ah. Every freaking time.
Alongside your people.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Okay. Back to the ambassador. Is this... Ah, solar technician.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
I'll buy it. Alright. Now then, what's this pointing to? Okay, so that's the meeting. We still need to go up and see the ambassador. And we still need to turn in the solar amplifier because that guy would not give it to us the first time around for some reason. The quest, I mean. Here we go.
Director 10 is pleased with the Angara you sent to the Nexus. Thank you for your help. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Visal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
Alright.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Okay, I think that all that's left is the meeting and handing over the solar amplifier, and that looks to be true. Alright. Let's go to the meeting. Actually, solar amplifier real quick. I just don't want to take the risk that it's going to be like, oh, look at you, you're already back on the Tempest. You'll have to land on Aya in order to hand that over.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I think that's it. Alright, let's get to that meeting. Take a look at the map here. Fastest. Let's just fast travel over here. Alright, where are we headed? Actually, it looks like we have to go into the museum. And through here.
If should have come to me.
Axel, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough.
Oh,
Do not
good.
trust them, Chauvin.
So he's done something.
He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS.
Oh, good.
Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Alright. Wait, there's stuff to scan in here. Let's see. Ah, this thing. The Aya Vault plans. Okay. Datapad here. Begin dictation. After years of staring at these vault plans, so much of it still remains a mystery. Not that we haven't tried. Still, after all that happened, maybe it's best to leave the vault alone now. We've spent so long on Aya striving to learn what we can about these remnant and their amazing constructs. I see our future in these remnant plans. Call it intuition, scientific intuition if you will, but I've marked it down for our posterity. We'll see what unfolds. Anything else in here? Another datapad. Notes regarding exaltation. The question isn't how the Ket are genetically modifying us, but why. If exaltation is their reproductive process, Ket are a model of inefficiency. If they can transform one life form into something so radically different, then surely the Ket can also be capable of creating clones. Wouldn't that provide more satisfactory results, especially for such a xenophobic culture? The goal of incorporating useful genetic material from other species into baseline Ket genetic material doesn't fully explain the level of effort they expend. Exaltation is a lengthy, labor-intensive activity. What I witnessed at the facility didn't feel like mass production, it felt almost religious. There's so much about our enemy I need to understand. She's right, that what they do does not make sense from an efficiency standpoint. Because yeah, they are definitely to the point of technology. If they're able to do what they can do with exaltation, they've got to be capable of making clones. Let's get back to the Tempest and see what it is the Rokar are doing to us on EOS. Alright. To the VidCon.
All systems green.
Actually, first, email. Got a lead. 2-writer from PB. Hey, I discovered someone who can help us find Pock. He might need a little convincing when we go to Kadara Port. Meet me in the bar, please. Let's go get my bot back, PB. Well, not this time, but we'll figure that out next time. For now, let's go see what's on the VidCon.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Oh. Okay. You know what? I want to do the Addison one first because I feel like this has already been queued up before because this is related to that doctor that's pregnant.
Director Addison, I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8 months pregnant.
Fucking hell.
She wasn't abducted by exiles. She left because the Nexus had no plan. She said you didn't want people to try getting pregnant.
Of course I didn't. We had no worlds. We knew we would lose people. I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, we have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda Initiative?
She'd still be here if I wasn't forced to tell her no a year ago.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before cryo?
No way to tell. It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It was the only answer we could give. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
We know how to find her. We find more of her ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find them, Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm all for just kind of leaving them alone. Let's see here.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the Initiative Outpost Prodromos on Eos. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you. Going dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up Eos again. Out.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
Could be he's worried it's not a simple attack. If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos, your first outpost...
They're trying to make a point. That's the last we heard? Nothing else?
No rider, but also no alarms. The orbital buoy isn't showing any major traffic. Bradley's military, all about the prep. I bet it's a brownout to present less of a target.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Alright, we're going to take care of this. I know this video's already been long, but I really want to see this resolved now.
Pythias, the distress from Prodromos is repeating.
We need a closer look.
I hear that.
I would think it would be smarter not to land the Tempest in the middle of a spot that's about to be attacked, but hey, maybe that's just me. Like, why not just drop the Nomad? Pretty damn inconvenient if the Tempest gets blown up out here. Alright, let's go find Bradley. This will be a good chance to use my new remnant weapon. Assuming that we actually do get attacked out here, we'll have to see.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there. But hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. See you soon.
You will see me soon.
Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We've had raids. With all our scientific gizmos, we expected pirates. But not this.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical buildup in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
I mean Rokar. That's why I called you instead of raising the alarm. An attack on our first outpost? Can you imagine how the Nexus would react?
Yeah.
That's what the Rokar want. I'm nobody's fool.
Eos has been through enough. We'll put a stop to whatever this is.
I knew you would. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
Okay, let's see where they're going here. I thought it might be out there. Alright, let's get to it.
Almost at Black Rock Tand.
Ryder, there is no doubt it's a Roka signal.
You know what?
Eyes open.
I'm bringing Jal with me. I've got Jal and Liam because, well, obviously Jal being Angaran. And look at that, Liam being the most diplomatic of the group, wanting to be the most friendly with the Angara. It'd just be nice to, if there is any chance of stopping them from doing something stupid out here, it's nice to be able to take that opportunity. This is the, yeah, okay, it's just not showing up that way. I think it's right over here, because I remember seeing these weird vehicles.
On site.
Watch for reserves after the first assault. Noted.
Oop. So far, I'm kind of missing my old gun. Oh, overheated, huh? Oh, but it just reloads on its own? I mean, it doesn't take ammo? Reminds me of the Mass Effect 1 guns. I think they're pretty good. Yeah, I think I actually am starting to like this. But back to the tried and true biotics. Let's go, dummies. Oh, there we go.
Jal, are we clear?
We're clear. And we still have Bradley's signal.
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
This worries me. Roka are not pirates.
Here we go.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
That's a Roka strategy. The scout would have placed the beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Axul exactly where to strike.
Bradley, Black Rock was a Roka scout with a home beacon.
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
This job is half done. We need to ensure they don't come back.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
First successful outpost. EOS had two before.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
We use their beacon. They want a target? Let's give them one. On our terms.
Site 2 is still powered. You could broadcast from the old comm array.
Bait and switch at Site 2. Let's go.
We're gonna build ourselves a brand new rock ridge. Okay. Here, oh, yep, that is the proper location. Alright. Let's see. Are we close? Not really. I thought we were closer than that. Let's see. Such rough terrain. Gotta wonder why there are buildings even out here. This is outside the actual settlement. It's just weird.
Sam, you have a location for this Rokar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep at
Terran rivets. Alright, here we go. Back down to where we found that fiend.
Nav point marked for Roka signal upload.
Hit the button. It'll draw them right to us.
We know this place.
Starting Roka signal upload.
Are they heading toward us?
The Roka have altered course.
Now might be a good time to take cover.
Eh.
Human, I told you no soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold until they're on the ground.
Whites with their eyes. Got it.
Alright, they're on the ground. see, where are y'all? Alright, I'm coming for you. I keep going to reload my gun after I make a kill. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this gun. With a headshot, it's actually pretty damn good. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Man, there's a lot of these guys.
They're breaking! Keep on them! This site is a decoy. Rally at these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
I'll tell you. Site 1. We overcharged the power relay to draw them in.
Maxul's not going to be happy about that.
Promise, here we come.
Oh. Wish I hadn't left the vehicle up there on top of the hill. Remember when going outside these shields was basically rapid death from radiation? Ah, how things change. Alright, back across the roughest terrain anyone's ever tried to build a city on. I mean, probably not, but it feels that way. Put some sort of upgrade on the Nomad, now I see red outlines on all enemies. Which is interesting.
The Pathfinder is coming. Motherless. Everyone prepared to defend.
Ah, I thought I ran you over. Oh no, it's another decoy. Guess it works out now that they didn't salvage these spots. Ah, another one of these? Let's not get shot. You. You can't hit me behind this impenetrable barrier. Woo! That was not good. And I am not able to move. Oh, thank you for coming out of the cover over there. I would have not known where you were otherwise. Okay. Thank you for standing at exactly that level. Where you can't really hit me, but I can hit you. Perfect strategy there, guys.
That's the last of them. We did it, Ryder.
Pathfinder, Axul's shuttle is leaving orbit.
I'll remember this. We're not finished. You are today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Prodromos, Pathfinder. We owe you. Again.
Alright. Back to Prodromos.
Trade you a hustle. It's a Kari. And we don't just hand them out.
I own mine, so I can share it.
I earned mine, so I could keep it.
Wish that it wouldn't start conversations immediately upon loading in when the world's not actually loaded in.
To see what your scientists learn of EOS.
Here we go.
Pathfinder?
The Rokar attack is over.
We'll know what to watch for in the future. It can't just be this old man and his hunches. Special thanks to our friend Jal. It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
A little shell-shocked. Can't blame them.
Maybe I should say something?
If you like.
I just want to say, I'm sorry. You're colonists. Explorers. We came here to live, not fight. This shouldn't have happened. And I'm sorry it got this far. I'm sorry.
So, when do we get back to work?
No apology asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your people, Ryder.
All right. Let's see. Are we... I think we're done here. Let's get back to the Tempest. Oh. Apparently, Kim Connors has something to say.
A moment. You and Bradley handled the Rokar admirably, Pathfinder. Simple researchers and colonists, they thought. We aren't such easy prey.
Alright.
See you later.
Be well. Come back again.
I was expecting a quest or something, but... Not bad to actually get some follow-up on quests, you know? Even if there's not rewards involved, just having a conversation where it's clear that they acknowledge that something has happened is nice. Because we've been missing that in a couple quests here and there. Alright, checking the email one more time.
All systems green.
Okay, nothing new there.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Not sure about that. Oh, okay. Message from Maxul. Ryder, I received a message from Maxul. Forwarding it to the meeting room. You should see this. Jal. Okay. You know what? We're gonna wait for next time. Because this has been one of the longest videos I've ever recorded. Now, I don't know exactly what it's going to edit down to, but I cannot make it longer. In the next video, we'll start out by checking on that. We'll go on to finish Sid's stuff, and then we're going to go ahead and actually... Well, actually, we'll go to Kadara after that. Help out PB with her thing. And depending on how long all that stuff takes, we're going to go to Eladin and see what we can do there. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.